Hey there! First off, sorry for the jump scare, you're probably expecting the animated avatar, but since I'm too lazy to do that, you're stuck with me now. But more importantly, as you just saw, the game has a Steam page now. So if anything here seems interesting to you, please consider wishlisting it on Steam. Now onto the devlog. So at this point, if you haven't guessed what Project Vox is about, based on this stellar gameplay, the game is a co-op top-down shooter with roguelike elements, taking inspiration from games like Vampire Survivors and Halls of Torment, with some of my own ideas thrown into the mix. So if you like those, maybe this will also be a game for you. At least I hope so. Anyways, here are the features I added in the last month. Starting on the first level, Icarus. On the set planet grows this alien pinkish grass. However, it only grows at the center of the level, so I declared war on the soil and covered it in pink. At first it looked quite nice, but after a while it grew too tall and it became quite annoying, especially since there were bugs hiding in it. So I mounted the planet and I think it's good for now. After that I moved to the enemies. Firstly, I added the rest of the enemy roster for the first level. Then looked at the enemy brains and realized there isn't much there, #relatable, so I added some more logic to the behavior, specifically the navigation system, making it miles better than what it was before. Oh, so what you're saying is now it must be really good, right? And as a last note, I also fixed the enemy hitboxes. Then I spent a lot of time on the menu. It's just a menu, so I won't waste too much time, especially since some parts are still in the oven. But nonetheless, here are some of the things I think are kinda neat. Number 1. You could customize your cursor. Ooh. Ah. Number 2. The level selection screen is a solar system. Each celestial object represents one level. So as you progress through the game, you can expect more objects to show up. Number 3. This. Now for the player updates. As mentioned previously, each class will have 2 unique abilities, but for now only the Space Marine class has both abilities finished. That being said, the groundwork is already done, so implementing more will be quick. So these 2 abilities are Grenade Toss and Dropping a Health Pack. Yeah, nothing really special, until you upgrade them. So the way upgrades work is the following. You have 4 types of upgrades. First, level upgrades. These are granted upon leveling up in a mission and they last for that mission only. Second, the passive upgrades, which you buy in the lobby menu, with crystals you pick up in a regular mission. These are the only upgrades that last across all runs. These first 2 upgrade types are more on the basic side, meaning most of them just increase some stat, like deal more damage, gain more movement speed, etc. However, there are 4 exceptions, and these are the status effects, which are fire, electricity, frost, and psychedelics. Fire will deal max % health over time, meaning if you burn a really weak enemy and a really tanky one at the same time for long enough, they will both die at the same time, meaning fire is good against beefy enemies. Electricity will make the enemies deal less damage for a couple of seconds. Frost will stop all enemy movement. And lastly, psychedelics will basically just fear the enemies, making them run away. And all of these effects stack with themselves and each other. At least I think they do. I never really tested this. Well, the code says it should, so it probably does. Okay, now back to the upgrade types. The third type are the ability upgrades. These upgrades make the class abilities a bit more unique. Examples for the grenade ability would be the grenade bounce or the suck, or just simply applying one of the previous mentioned status effects. And lastly, the coolest upgrades in the game, the augments. These upgrades are a bit more unique, and not just because they are ideas I borrowed from elsewhere. Yeah, they're totally original. For example, floating orbs. They hurt. A lot. A magnetic field, which also hurts, but a bit less. And lastly, splitting bullets. So yeah, that's all the progress for now. Last time I mentioned I'll try to have a demo out by now, and all I can really say is I did try. But hey, at least you have Steam page now, so that's pretty cool. But even that is not as cool as the fact that there's water on the moon. Why is that cool? I don't know. Maybe just because it's unexpected. But even that is not as cool as you subscribing to my YouTube channel. Hey, I'm sorry. But in all seriousness, wishlisting the game on Steam would help me out a lot. So if anything here seemed interesting to you, make sure to do the clicky thingy. Anyways, thanks for watching, stay safe and have a wonderful day. Bye!